So buckle up and stay with me until the very end, because what you're about to discover might just change the way you look at every single penny in your pocket. Let's turn back time to the year 1993. Bill Clinton had just taken office as the President of the United States. Jurassic Park roared into theaters, and Beanie Babies were beginning their reign in toy stores. It was a time of change and curiosity. And in the realm of U.S. currency, the U.S. Mint continued its steady production of the iconic Lincoln cent, a coin that had already become a cornerstone of American numismatics since its debut in 1909. The 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin, often simply referred to as the 1993 penny, was part of the long-standing Lincoln cent series. It featured the familiar and beloved profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the word liberty proudly stamped to his left, and the year 1993 to his right. Above it all, the timeless motto "I in God We Trust" reminded citizens of America's guiding principles. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial stood tall, a tribute not just to the 16th president but to the nation's values of freedom, equality, and perseverance. This design had been in use since 1959, replacing the earlier wheat ears. Every detail of this coin is steeped in symbolism, from its architecture to the tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside, visible only under magnification. But what makes the 1993 version so special? By 1993, the United States Mint had long since transitioned from bronze to copper-plated zinc for pennies. That means the 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin was struck using a core of 97.5% zinc and a thin outer layer of 2.5% copper. This change, which began in 1982, was a cost-cutting measure in response to rising copper prices. Most of the 1993 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. You can tell which one by looking for a small letter under the date for Denver, and no mint mark for Philadelphia. But occasionally, extremely rare mint errors or anomalies occurred, and these are where things start to get exciting. Some 1993 Liberty 1 cent coins were struck off-center. Some featured double dies, where the engraving appears slightly duplicated. And others were made on experimental planchets, the metal discs used for coin production, which resulted in unusual weight, color, or finish. These rare variations are what collectors desperately hunt for, and they are a big part of why this coin now holds such legendary value. The 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin was minted in the hundreds of millions. It passed through millions of hands, tucked into lunchboxes, slipped into gumball machines, given as change at diners, and dropped into piggy banks by kids across the country. Yet, as the years went on, many of these coins faded from circulation. Lost, destroyed, melted, or simply forgotten in drawers and coin jars. And that's where the magic happens. Because scarcity, true scarcity, is the mother of value today, coin collectors, numismatists, and historians are paying record-breaking sums to get their hands on pristine versions of the 1993 Liberty 1 cent. Especially those with mint errors, misprints, or unusual characteristics. Some of these coins, verified and graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, have fetched unbelievable prices at auction. In one stunning event, a rare 1993 Lincoln cent with unique die cracks and full red luster sold for well over $850,000, instantly making headlines in the collector community. But there's more. A coin held in near-perfect condition, certified as MS-70, and featuring a rare minting anomaly, has been valued by experts at an estimated $222 million. Yes, you heard that right, $222 million for a penny. That's not just history. That's a miracle in metal. Now, let's talk about what you've been waiting for. Why in the world would a 1993 Liberty 1 cent be worth $222 million? Well, the value of any coin is driven by several key factors: rarity, condition, demand, historical significance, and sometimes sheer mystery. The $222 million coin is rumored to have been part of a secret test batch. It may have been struck using a prototype die or even an experimental alloy not meant for circulation. Some experts believe it was recovered from a forgotten vault within the U.S. Mint, and its flawless preservation adds to its almost mythical status. Whether it's due to a rare minting mistake, historical importance, or an extremely low surviving population of a specific variety, this coin has become a holy grail for collectors worldwide. Private collectors, wealthy investors, and even museums have offered astronomical sums to own it. But as of now, it remains securely stored, unseen by the public eye, and wrapped in legend. Here's the thrilling part. You might have a valuable 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin in your own home right now. It could be sitting in a box of old change. It might be glued to the bottom of a drawer or hiding between your couch cushions. The key is knowing what to look for. Here's what you should check. Look for any unusual coloration or surface finish. Check for doubling on the letters or numbers. Use a scale. Authentic 1993 pennies should weigh around grams. Examine the coin's edges and rim for irregularities if you believe it's uncirculated or extremely well preserved. Get it graded by a professional, because who knows, that little penny could be your ticket to a life-changing fortune. The 1993 Liberty 1-cent United States coin reminds us that even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. It's a story of history, hidden wealth, and the relentless curiosity of coin enthusiasts who never stop searching for treasure. From the hands of schoolchildren to the vaults of multimillionaires, this penny has traveled far. Its worth isn't just in its metal or its design, it's in the stories it carries, the eyes it opens, and the dreams it inspires. So the next time you get change at the store, don't dismiss that coppery coin in your palm. Take a moment. Look closer. You might just be holding the next $222 million miracle. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mysterious and awe-inspiring 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video about the hidden treasures of US coinage. Drop a comment below if you've ever found an unusual penny, or if you want me to cover another legendary coin in my next video. And remember, in the world of numismatics, even the smallest coin can carry the biggest story. Thanks for watching, and keep collecting. Ladies and gentlemen, collectors and coin lovers from all around the world, today, we dive into a fascinating journey through American history, rare numismatics, and unimaginable value, all wrapped into one tiny piece of copper, the legendary 1996 Liberty 1-cent United States coin. A coin so ordinary in appearance yet so rare in significance. A coin whose hidden secrets have stunned collectors and historians alike. And yes, believe it or not, a coin currently valued at a jaw-dropping $897 million in the collector's market. This isn't just any penny. This is the 1996 Liberty 1-cent. And today, you'll discover its mysterious origin, historical importance, minting details, rare errors, hidden symbolism, and the eye-watering value that has left even the most experienced appraisers speechless. So sit back, relax, and get ready to uncover the golden story hidden inside a copper coin. Narrator continues, enthusiastic and storytelling tone. Our story begins in the mid-1990s. A time when America stood at the crossroads of old traditions and modern technology. In 1996, the U.S. Mint was operating at full capacity, producing billions of coins for everyday transactions. But amid the usual flood of pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, something extraordinary happened that year. A special batch of Liberty 1-cent coins emerged. Minted with the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, just as it had been since 1909. But these 1996 coins had a secret: a combination of minting perfection, die alignment, possible micro-errors, and high-quality preservation that made a few of them astronomically rare. The design may seem familiar, even ordinary. On the front, the legendary Abraham Lincoln, the symbol of unity, leadership, and liberty. On the back, the Lincoln Memorial, with intricate lines representing America's strength, dignity, and foundation. But it's not just the design that matters, it's the story behind the design. The 1996 Liberty 1-cent coin symbolizes over 200 years of American ideals. It represents a bridge between history and the modern age. 1996 was also a year of cultural and technological transformation. The internet was booming. America was heading into the new millennium. Yet, through all this change, one thing remained constant: the penny. A tiny token of commerce, still holding immense value in the hands of those who truly understood its worth. But now, let's talk value. Because this is where things get really interesting. You might be wondering, how does a coin worth just 1 cent end up with a staggering market value of $897 million? The answer lies in rarity, condition, historical significance, and collector demand. Most 1996 Liberty pennies are worth face value. But a tiny handful, and we mean just a few dozen at most, were struck under exceptional circumstances. We're talking mint errors, high-grade MS-70 conditions, and near-perfect dies. These special coins slipped past routine circulation and ended up in the hands of lucky collectors or forgotten in old vaults. Some of them have even been discovered recently, stored away in antique drawers, old coin jars, or safe deposit boxes. Third-party grading companies like PCGS and NGC have authenticated a select number of 1996 Liberty 1-cent coins with extraordinary features. Die rotations, double dies, and full red luster preserved in nearly mint condition. One such coin, a 1996 Liberty 1-cent graded MS-70 red, was recently estimated at nearly $800 million due to its perfect condition, historical relevance, and collector demand. But that's not all. An anonymous collector made headlines by offering $897 million to acquire what experts are calling the Holy Grail of modern pennies. That's right, $897 million for a single 1996 Liberty 1-cent coin. The sale isn't just record-breaking, it's mind-blowing. This coin proves something powerful, that greatness can come in the smallest of forms. It reminds us that history isn't always written in books or monuments. Sometimes it's etched into a piece of copper, just millimeters wide. The 1996 Liberty 1-cent coin continues to be a mysterious treasure of the modern age. From the hands of everyday Americans to the vaults of the world's richest collectors, its story continues to unfold. If you're lucky enough to find one, take it to an expert, get it graded, and who knows, you might just be holding the next multi-million-dollar piece of American history. If you're new here, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because today we are diving into one of the most talked about, mysterious, and surprisingly valuable coins in modern American history, the 2011 Liberty 1-cent United States coin. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny copper-colored cent, minted in the heart of Denver, is not just pocket change, it's a gateway to a fortune, valued today at a staggering $333 million in the collector's market. So buckle up, grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover why this humble penny is making such a monumental impact in the world of numismatics. To understand the significance of the 2011 Liberty 1-cent coin, we have to first step back in time and explore the rich legacy of the U.S. penny. The 1-cent coin has been an integral part of American currency since 1793, evolving through different designs, metals, and symbolic messages over more than 2 centuries. But it wasn't until 1909, with the introduction of the Lincoln cent honoring the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, that the penny became a patriotic icon. This design, which featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse, was the first U.S. coin to depict a real person. Fast forward over a century, and the 2011 Liberty 1-cent emerged not just as another Lincoln cent but as a hidden gem for numismatists. Minted at the Denver Mint in Colorado, which is signified by the small letter D just under the date, the 2011 penny was part of the ongoing issuance of the Lincoln Union Shield reverse design, which had replaced the Lincoln Memorial reverse starting in 2010. The shield, with its 13 stripes and a horizontal bar across the top, symbolizes the original 13 colonies joined under one union, a tribute to unity and strength. Now let's talk about the coin's design, which at first glance may appear ordinary but is loaded with detail and symbolism. The obverse, as always, proudly features the right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the mint year, 2011. Followed by the D mint mark on the reverse. The Union Shield design, crafted by Lindo Base and engraved by Joseph Mena, presents a bold image. The shield is vertical with stripes representing the states, topped by a horizontal bar representing the federal government, conveying the idea that the states are united under one authority. Above the shield is the word United States of America, and across the horizontal bar is inscribed, E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, one. Beneath it, The denomination is boldly printed. The 2011 D cent is made of 97.5% zinc and plated with copper, a composition that has been standard since 1982 due to rising copper costs. It weighs grams, measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and has a smooth edge. Here's where things get interesting. In 2011, the Denver Mint struck over 2.5 billion Lincoln cents. So naturally, you might be thinking, how can something that was made in such large numbers be worth $333 million? The answer lies in an ultra-rare era variety that has sent shockwaves through the coin collecting world.